Have you ever felt that spark? That little thrill that runs up your spine when the lights go down and a story you love begins. It's a kind of magic, a shared secret between the creator and the audience. For decades, one of the most brilliant magicians in that room has been Mark Gatiss. His name is woven into the very fabric of modern British television, a creative lightning rod who has brought us chilling laughter, impossible mysteries, and adventures through all of time and space. Here at the Radio Times Writers' Room, we believe in pulling back the curtain to talk to the wizards themselves. We want to know what makes them tick, where the magic comes from, and how they shape the stories that shape our lives. For our very first journey into the heart of creativity, we couldn't think of a more perfect guide than Mark Gatiss. Many of us first met him through the gloriously twisted, darkly hilarious world of the League of Gentlemen. Alongside his creative brethren Steve Pemberton, Reece Shearsmith, and Jeremy Dyson, he crafted a universe that was as unsettling as it was unforgettable, proving early on that he had a unique talent for blending horror with profound humanity. But that was just the beginning. From those shadowy beginnings, he would step into the light to become a key architect of some of the biggest shows on the planet. During our heartfelt and wonderfully candid conversation, we explored the vast landscape of his career. We journeyed back to the birth of a legend in an adventure in space and time, faced the vampiric terror of his and Stephen Moffat's Dracula, and of course, solved a few crimes with a certain high-functioning sociopath in Sherlock. But we started where so many of our own stories did, with the magical, wheezing groan of a blue box, the Doctor in his heart. For Mark Gatiss, Doctor Who isn't just a job. It's a part of his soul. You can hear it in his voice, a warmth, a genuine, lifelong love for the madman with a box. He's been on both sides of the camera, penning some of the new era's most memorable episodes and stepping in front of it to play characters like the wonderfully weary Captain Lethbridge Stewart. But his most profound contribution might be his philosophy on how to love a show like Doctor Who. In an age where everything old is new again, it's easy to get lost in the past. Gatiss, however, issues a powerful and timely warning against what he calls weaponized nostalgia. The actual process of trying to make it a modern show for a new audience is not about nostalgia, and I think that's the great difference, he explained, his passion evident. He argues that simply recreating the past is a creative dead end. You have to go, right, why is this going to work now? It doesn't really matter what worked for John Pertwee and Tom Baker, it's about now. So if we're trying to get an audience now, this show is the same, but different. It's a beautiful and vital distinction. It's the difference between a loving tribute and a hollow echo. He sees the danger in the pervasive cultural sentiment that nothing's as good as it used to be. As he wisely points out, this isn't a new feeling. People have always thought that, even during those good old days, we romanticize. To him, this isn't just a creative trap. It's a dangerous thing that affects us all. His work, especially on Doctor Who, has been a masterclass in honoring the spirit of the past while forging a bold, brilliant path for the future. Deconstructing a legend, the Sherlock effect. Then, of course, there's the other global phenomenon. Alongside Stephen Moffat, Gatiss didn't just adapt Sherlock Holmes, he resurrected him. They took Arthur Conan, Doyle's Victorian genius, and dropped him into the dizzying, hyper-connected world of the 21st century. The result was Sherlock, a show that became an international sensation, proving that a great character is truly timeless. In our chat, you can feel the immense love and intellectual rigor that went into that creation. It wasn't just about giving Holmes a smartphone, it was about translating the very essence of his mind, his deductions, his flaws, his profound loneliness, for a modern audience. And who better to oversee the great detective's world than his own brother? Gatiss's portrayal of Mycroft Holmes was a masterstroke of casting. He wasn't just a writer pulling the strings from behind the scenes. He was there, on screen, embodying the cool, calculating, and secretly caring intellect that governs the British state. He was the perfect foil, the perfect confidant, the perfect adversary. A new chapter begins. Welcome to Bookish. Every creator has a story they were born to tell, a project that feels less like a job and more like a piece of their own heart. For Mark Gatiss, that project is Bookish. Listening to him describe it is like watching someone light up from within. Imagine it. The year is 1946. The war is over, but its ghosts linger in the quiet streets of London, in